Hello, sweet tooths! Today we are going with a dessert that, if you like them fluffy, is going to be one of your favorites. It's a cloud, in this case, lemon flavored. Although you can make it in the flavor you like the most, it's super easy to make and turns out amazing. Let's start, and we are going to use 3 eggs, the large ones, size L, but we are going to separate the whites from the yolks, so very carefully. Yes, it's true, I'm terrible at this, but with freshly washed hands, you can do it carefully like this. And put the whites in one container and the yolks in another. It's that easy. Once you've separated the 3, let's start with the yolks. Here I'm going to add some things. To start, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons or 45 grams of sugar. And the zest of a lemon, that is, the finely grated skin, only the yellow part, not the white, because it's bitter. We add 300 grams or 1.5 cups of cream cheese or spreadable cheese, the typical Philadelphia we've always used. But shh, I didn't mention brands. Well, I continue. We're going to blend everything very well, which can be done in a jiffy with a blender. And once it's a smooth and uniform liquid, we add flour, specifically 45 grams or 3 tablespoons. There it is. We stir well so that the flour gets moistened, and we blend again so that not a single lump remains. If gluten bothers you, you can substitute the flour with another type, like cornstarch. That's it. So today it works for everyone. Now we go with the 3 egg whites, to which we are going to add a pinch of salt and a splash of lemon juice. Take advantage of the one you grated before, prick it with a fork, and squeeze a little bit. Of course, pay attention, because if it has seeds like mine, you have to fish them out and remove them. Now with some very manual whisk or an electric one, we give it a good whisk until it starts to thicken. The trick is that when it's already a bit frothy, you add a couple of tablespoons of sugar to make a kind of meringue. So we add one and keep whisking, and then the second one once the first one is quickly integrated. We keep whisking and stirring until everything has a uniform, white, and totally fluffy texture. Come on, egg whites too. The snow point, as they call it. Once you have it, all you have left is to combine both preparations and cook, it has been said. So let's get to it. Container with the mixture with egg yolk, and here the one with the white. We place one inside the other and mix. An important detail is to do it gently, so let the white fall quietly and mix with soft and enveloping movements. It's as if you were combing it from top to bottom, from bottom to top, from top to bottom, from bottom to top, until you have a uniform liquid. This can take you a couple of minutes, perfectly until you have a texture like this one you see here, which you take to a mold, in my case, 20 centimeters in diameter. You release all the cream inside and voila, ready, our lemon cloud cake, that easy. What I do now is preheat the oven to 170 degrees Celsius, which is about 355 Fahrenheit. We place it in the middle and let it brown with heat from above and below for about 40 minutes. I like to set it to 35 and check with a toothpick, because sometimes when it's already golden on top, it could be cooked. I prick it, and if it comes out a bit moist from the bottom, I give it those last 5 minutes until the total 40 minutes are up. It's the way to ensure that it doesn't burn and stays moist on the inside. Well, 40 little minutes and out with it. Look, it swells a lot, but don't worry, because then it goes down and compacts so that it stays totally moist. Place a couple of kitchen papers on top and, once tempered, reserve in the fridge or refrigerator until serving time. That easy and that fast as time on the internet, which you know flies by. And this is already ready. In fact, you could prepare it from one day to the next without any problem. We remove the paper. Do you see how it has compacted? Perfect. We remove the ring, we remove the paper from the side, and here we have our homemade cloud cake. Quick, easy, cool, and delicious. Well, look at how it looks. Come on, dare to prepare it. I'm sure you'll love it a lot. And if you want to spread a little honey or a little jam on top, it's an absolute luxury. In fact, I've seen it somewhere with some fruits, berries, chopped up, and it was also a sensation, even with the little touch of lemon. I think it doesn't need more. Are you gonna add lemon? Are you gonna add orange, strawberry? Perhaps a bit of vanilla essence? Tell me, what flavor are you going to give it? Are you going to enjoy it as much as I am? Look at that piece of pinto. A fluffy dessert, easy to make, golden, surprising, and besides being fresh, it's creamy and rich. I recommend 1 teaspoon and another. The hardest part of all will be to stop. How delicious the desserts are with that little citrus touch, and also from the fridge so they are fresh. And now that I'm here, do you feel the same as me? And do you prefer desserts that are served from the fridge or refrigerator? Or do you like hot desserts? Tell me in the comments, and also tell me where you're watching the video from. That way, we travel the world through delicious recipes. I'll leave you here the list with the exact ingredients and quantities that I use so you can replicate it at home, making note even easier. And look at this great video, huh? Well, press and enjoy it.